Hi everyone, welcome to Dividends, the show for and about your College of Business. My first guest today, Seth Pounds. He is the Director of Risk Management and Insurance, a program that really is one of the foundations of the College of Business. Been around a while, it's got a great name. You haven't been on the job long, you had the big shoes to fill.
That's right.
First of all, welcome to the university and good to have you on the program.
Well, Jeffrey, thank you for having me, and I'd like to share a little bit about our RMI program.
All right, well tell us, what is risk management insurance? How do you prepare students?
Sure. Well, a bit of an overview. We have a great team and staff here. Martha Galloway, our Assistant Director of Risk Management Insurance, does a great job with our day-to-day operations. And we have a really good group of faculty members. Tammy Metz has been here for about 15 years, and we bring in a lot of adjunct faculty members. Jerry Toney, President of Cadence, Mississippi, Matt McAfee, Priscilla King, both local producers who are bringing in that workable knowledge to the classroom. So we have a really good faculty and staff that I think does a good job of laying a good academic foundation for our students.
And what does the landscape look like for students who graduate? I mean, you think of your typical insurance agent, but there's so much more to it than that.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we like to do is tell our students the different types of career possibilities that they have in this industry. It's not just selling insurance, although that is a large majority of it. But when we talk about the different types of agents, producers, brokers, underwriting, claims managers, risk managers, we bring those industry professionals into the classroom. So our students are getting that educational foundation, that academic background, but they're also learning from those that are actually doing it on the day-to-day, in the day-to-day work field. And so our students get to ask them questions, they get to interact with them, which really enhances their educational.
I know that the outside program and activities are a big part of risk management and insurance, and it really helps supplement what's going on in the classroom. But you guys do a lot out of the classroom.
We do a lot out of the classroom. In the fall, we have a career fair. This fall, it will be on October the 13th. That's a Friday. That will be in conjunction with the Mississippi State home football game against BYU. So we'll bring in about 25 companies. They will have about 2 hours to interact with our students, our RMI students, but really it's open to any student in the College of Business. They'll get to interact with those students. They'll get to look at some potential students for internships, for jobs. We'll feed them lunch, and then they'll have the rest of the day to, I guess, get ready for the football game. But on top of the career fair, we do a lot of traveling. We attend a lot of symposiums and conferences across the nation. We typically attend 5 to 6 of those every academic year. And that's made possible by a lot of the sponsorship money that we have that comes in. And at those symposiums and conferences, our students get to attend some educational sessions, but what they get the most from those conferences is the networking with industry professionals. And it's vitally important to our students while they are in college, not only get a good academic understanding, but to interact with those industry professionals. And those symposiums and conferences go a long way to enhancing that. In addition, we can't attend symposiums and conferences yearly. It's financial and logistic issues that come up. So we bring those industry professionals into our classrooms. We may bring 5 to 6 in a semester. But like I said earlier, whenever we're covering a particular topic or category in insurance, we bring those industry professionals into the classroom to really enhance that particular sector of the industry. And so our students gain a lot of knowledge that way.
Well, and one thing, the annual event you have is Insurance Day, and I swear that's almost as big as game day on campus. I mean, folks just flock into campus, and that's a big event every year.
It is a big event, and that's a service that we provide to the industry. They're required to get continuing education, and we provide that. It's turned into a 2-day event now. This past year, we just celebrated our 30th annual Insurance Day. We brought in close to 500 attendees over that 2-day event.
Wow. So
they're not only getting continuing education, they're getting to come back to interact with our students, to interact with one another. We have a golf tournament that we had at the Mossy Oak course in West Point. We do a reception at the baseball game. But it's really the pride of our program. It's something that we are very passionate about. We get a lot of support from Dr. Highfield in the Finance and Economics Department, Dean Oswald. The university in general really gets behind us and supports us in Insurance Day.
So what would be the pitch to a student who may want a career in this area? Why Mississippi State?
Well, our program, I think, is unique. We have tremendous support from the industry. We will not only prepare you for the different career opportunities, we're going to expose you to those opportunities. We're going to expose you to the different career possibilities that you will have. Hopefully, in between your junior and senior year, you will land an internship. And a lot of our students, through their internship programs, have job offers. And so ultimately, what I want our students to do is become educated about the industry, know the different types of career possibilities that they have, and get a job when they graduate. That's what we want them to do.
Well, again, thanks for taking your time to come and share that with us. Good to have you on board. I know you've been here a little while, but
Sure.
still good to have you on board, and continued success with the program.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to take a break. Be back with more in just a moment.
The Entrepreneurship Center exists to give innovators here at Mississippi State an edge. Our goal is to provide startups with the resources and support they need to reach the marketplace and ultimately achieve success.
Success for us was growing our company from 2 founders to 8 employees.
Success for me was turning my personal lifestyle into a corporate partnership.
Success for us is turning academic research into applied engineering solutions.
Success for me was turning my passion into a profitable opportunity.
The success of our entrepreneurs is a team effort. It takes a strong support infrastructure of people to encourage innovation and explore new ventures. We need business leaders to mentor and guide these visionaries through the practical challenges and do everything we can to give them a shot at real success.
Welcome back, everyone. We like to feature an entrepreneur on Dividends every month, and this is no exception. Ryan Gilbrecht joins us now. A graduate, not even a student anymore.
Right.
Yep. Ryan graduated in 2015 with his MBA, and your undergraduate degree is in
Bioengineering, also from MSU.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan.
So, yeah, and you're one of the real smart guys.
Oh, I try, I guess.
All right. Well, so you graduate in 2015.
Right.
You go out into the business world, you get a job, and then you quit.
Yeah, so, well, actually, that was after I got my bioengineering degree. I got a job, and then, I was like, I had this idea for a game, and I had not really...
A video game.
Yeah, video game, right. And I had not really put much stock into it. I've not learned, I got a bioengineering degree. But I was just casually, I brought it up to my parents, and they were like, you know what, you should go for this. This sounds great, you should do it. Yeah.
And that surprised you, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. I mean, my dad works for NASA, so risk is really not his thing, right?
Right.
So it was a shock to me. He's like, no, it sounds great. You're in the right place in your life to do this, to take a risk. You should go for it. So I was like, okay, well, how do I do that? So I came up here, I got my MBA, started working with the Entrepreneurship Center.
Right. How has the E-Center helped you in this process?
Oh, it's hard. What haven't they done, actually? It just feels like I've made connections. I've gotten a lot of feedback on all kinds of business documents and really priorities, right, has been
the business
difficult.
piece. I mean, it's one thing to have the creative idea,
right.
But as we tell all our students, if you can't tell me how your idea makes money, it's not a business, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
So you're working on the business piece. Now, you're working in the E-Center, and we're tickled to have you there. But
yeah, it's been great.
Now you're trying to bring this creature to life, and we have a screen start. You got to tell us about the game.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we get that in. Let's show the screenshot of this.
Yeah,
game.
so this is a temporary model that I've been using just to kind of, toss them around and get all the gameplay to be working right. But it's basically this party game that's going to be released on the PC. If any of you have played video games, you probably know about Super Smash Brothers. It's a Nintendo franchise. And I was like, man, I wish that there was a new Smash Brothers game coming out, and I wish it was on PC. And so that's kind of what started this whole path. And so now I've got a playable prototype demo. It's got 1 character now. There's going to be 12 on release, but at this point, I'm figuring out how to get the other 12, right? And a lot of that comes down to money. So I've been talking to angel investors now, and prospects
Through
are good.
these, Wade?
Through Wade Patterson.
Excellent.
Who's actually agreed to be a mentor for this whole
Fantastic.
project. Yeah, he is a wealth of information.
All right, give me the timeline on this. When's this
So
going to roll out?
assuming everything goes fine, it's going to be August. I talked to the angel investors. December, go to Kickstarter, and then around mid 2018, so about summer next year, the game is released on the computer.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you going to birth this baby? I mean, you have to get a bunch of people, a bunch of coders. How does all that work?
So actually the biggest part right now, because I have all the mechanics in play, I've coded all of this now. The biggest thing that's left is I need artists and animators. So 3D artists and animators to make the rest of the characters and make all the animations. There's like 100 animations for each character. It's a lot of work, but that's the main thing that I'm missing that I need to hire people for.
Can you find them locally? Or
Yeah, there's really talent everywhere, right? I believe MSU has, I know actually a lot of people in the art department, and I've kind of been tapping that. So I'd like to pair up with somebody from there, but if I have to, there's all kinds of freelancing websites from people all over the world are happy to do this kind of work. But yeah, that's the next step, is figuring out how I get the money so that I can actually pay an artist to help me out to get to market.
Right, so did you get some small initial funding through
Yes,
this? And
yeah. I pitched twice. Well, actually, I pitched 3 times, but I asked for money twice, and I got money twice. That was about $3,000 each time. So thank you. That was extremely great, especially because I've been living off my savings. I worked full time and I quit. And I've just been, living just as frugally as possible,
Right.
This whole time. So that was just a tremendous help. I can't thank you enough.
Now you're working in the East Center, and again,
Yes.
we are happy to have you there, and it's going to be fun and interesting to watch all this roll out. What's the name of the game?
So right now, it's kind of a pending title, but the one I've been rolling with is Fight or Fight. It's a play on fight or flight, and I'm not super married to it, but it cracks me up. So it's kind of stuck for me.
All right. Well, I tell you what, when we have the rollout a year or so down the road, I want you to come back, and we're
I'd
going
love
to do
to.
show and tell. And thanks for being a part of the E-Center, and thanks for coming on, sharing your story.
Thanks for
Appreciate it.
having me. It's been great.
That's going to do it for us, folks. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time on Dividends.